Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are jumping, we should say we're kicking things into our next conversation, and it's all about the Shane Orio Football Academy kicking off summer camp. And I think this ties in perfectly with the conversation that we started the show with. You guys would know that school's out, and so kids are trying to find the next summer camp to take part of. This morning, we are joined over this side of the set. We have here with us Janelle Mencia. She's a parent. She also has an active role of communications within the Shane Orio Football Academy. Also with us on set is Shane Usher. He's a U13 player, and Moses Leslie, also a U13 player. A little bit later on in the conversation, I'll also kick things over to Isani, where he is joined by two other persons as well. Guys, thanks so much for joining us and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Shane Orio Football Academy. I have to say, I'm pretty familiar with this topic. We also shared it with you guys on the news last week. But if you have not been able to watch that story, I want to get a quick overview of what the Shane Orio Academy is, Football Academy is in the first place, and what it seeks to achieve for kids that take part in Belmopan particularly.
So good morning, Sabrina, and thanks for having us. I'm sure Coach will tell you a bit more, so I'll just do it on the surface level. But the Academy was established in 2022, and I think it's really a part of our former national national team goalkeeper, to have come back to Belize and elevate football, make sure that his contributions were not out there only on the pitch and for his own professional development, but for these kids and all the kids in the academy, and just football on a whole. And so, well, for me, I've been a part of the academy for I think 2 years now. And so it's really been exciting to see the growth of the children. And I love that it's both boys and girls that are in it. I think over the last few years, we've seen a steady increase in the number of girls on the academy. And I love that balance. And then we have a few players who will be going to Costa Rica at the end of the month. We have 4 of them, and that's an opportunity that was brokered by Coach Shane because of his own experience and his time in Costa Rica. And so we're really excited for where the boys will go with that and how they'll develop. And then when we don't only look at football, but also developing their life skills, having them be active parts of the community. This year we did 2 community service projects. In January, we participated as a part of the National Cleanup Campaign. And then for Earth Day, we partnered with the Belmopan City Council and a few other organizations, and we did a tree planting. And so it's also to get the kids active and involved in the community beyond just playing the sport.
Yeah. So you're also a parent, a part of the academy as well. You have your son, Zaven, who has been with the academy. Why did you decide to have your son be a part of this? There's so many football academies, so many mini leagues that are a part of Belmopan and even the rest of the country, but you chose Shane Orio's Football Academy.
Right. Well, I think the obvious draw is he's Shane Orio, a well-known name. He comes from a football background. For me, my son, I think he really got introduced to it at school, and that was his draw. He's like, "Mommy, we're playing at school. He wants to get involved," and so we moved him into the academy. And I think he's still a little shy. But he's growing, and I appreciate that. I can see his development over time. He scored his first goal in a tournament this year, and that was exciting for us, right? And I think it's just being able to see the children's growth and really appreciate where they started and where they're heading to.
All right. Well, I want to get Deshane in the conversation. He's a part of the U13 team. Deshane, why did you decide to be a part of the academy?
Because my favorite sport was football, and all of my friends were already playing it as well, so I decided I wanted to join as well.
And how long have you been playing with the academy?
2 years.
How? Sorry?
2 years.
2 years. What are some of the things that you've learned since you've been a part?
I learned how to play better as a team. I learned how to
You learn how to be a better team player.
Yes.
Were you familiar with Mr. Shane Orio and what he was for football here in Belize?
Yes.
Did you see any of his games?
Yes.
What did you think of him?
A great goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
What role do you play?
I play left back.
Left back.
Yes.
I don't know nothing about
I wish I knew.
Moses, I also spoke to you last week as well. For people who might have not been able to see your story, why did you decide to join the academy?
Well, because I wanted to play in a football team, and as soon as I saw Shane Orio Football Academy on Facebook, I knew that that would be the perfect academy for me.
Now you are going to be one of the students that will be leaving for Costa Rica in a few weeks. I believe that's in July, right?
Right.
That's actually this month.
Yes, this month.
How do you feel about that opportunity?
I'm proud of myself
Yeah. What are some of the things that you hope to learn when you go to Costa Rica?
to be a better player.
To be a better player. Now, I know that Isani, he said that he has experience in basketball, but this morning we're going to see how well he can handle himself with football. And I'm going to throw things over to him right now. He's joined by Shane Orio himself, included Zaven Enriquez.
All right, thanks, Sabrina. I am here on the mini football pitch with my friend Shane Orio and, of course, Zaven. Good morning, Shane.
Again, good morning, and thanks for the invitation. Thanks for having us here this morning. And we just have I think that you told me that you're a basketball guy, not a football guy.
Yeah, more so basketball and football, but I'm open to learning. New
Open
things.
to learning.
Yes,
Yeah, we're never too old to learn also, right? So practically what we're going to do, this is just some of the equipments and that are used at the academy. We have the plates, the balls, and since the academy we have 3 different categories. We have the U9 category, which would use a size 4 ball, which would be this ball right here.
So that's the smallest ball of the
No, this
two?
is not the smallest ball.
Okay.
This is a size 4. We're going with the U. This is the U9 and the U11 would use this size of ball.
Okay.
And we would have the U13 that would be using the regular size 5 ball to play. But remember, it's an academy, and the academy is ages 5 to 13. So we have a space between the 5-year-olds and the 7-year-olds, and they would use this size 3 balls. So we brought the 3 balls, the size that we use at the academy, and it's for development. And since it's for development, we cannot have a 5-year-old that barely knows how to handle a ball to be playing with this ball. It's best for them to have a smaller ball. Smaller ball.
Gotcha.
So what we're going to do this morning is just teach you a simple passing technique. It's the most basic technique.
Where do you want me to stand?
Passing, it's inside the foot passing. You play basketball, right?
Yeah.
So some of the techniques are almost the same.
Okay.
For example, if I'm shooting to the basket, it's said that both feet needs to be facing the basket so I can shoot my free throw. Or when you're shooting. For soccer, for football, it's the same thing. So we'll use a size 4 ball. We'll have you over this side, facing the goal. Yes. So again, we have both. You have your kicking foot and your pivot foot.
Yeah.
So you're right-footed or left-footed?
I'm right-footed.
You're right-footed. So your right foot would be the kicking foot.
Yeah.
And your left foot would be the
pivot foot?
Yes, the pivot foot, or the foot that will give direction to the ball.
Okay.
So if I want
a little
to kick
too close to the ball.
Yes. So if I want to kick the ball into this direction, it's important that, and I'm right-footed, it's important that your left foot is always facing the goal where you're kicking the ball.
Yeah.
Yes. Now it cannot be too close. It has to be at least 6 inches away from the ball.
All right.
And we're going to hit the ball with the inside of our foot, which is be this part of the foot. All right.
Like the instep?
The instep. Not the instep, but the inside of the foot. The instep would be on this side. And we use the instep for shooting more than passing.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right? So, for example,
I'm passing to him, right?
no, you're passing the ball into the goal.
Oh, okay.
Now we have a game at the academy that the kids tend to run, put up the cone, and the first kid to knock over 3 cones win the game.
Okay.
Right?
Nice.
So it's a activation game that we have, but you're working passing and you're working a little physical. We won't have you run this morning, but we will do a passing drill that you could pass the ball into the goal, right? Hitting one of the cone, right? You could hit any cone, but it has to be in the goal. So,
All right, so I'm just kicking at this point, right?
yes, kicking at this point with the inside of your foot, right? Yes, so that would be a goal. And again, the reason why we put up the cones is for it to help you and help the kids with direction.
Okay.
And we put the cone because, again, we have two drills. One would be hitting the cone, and one would be just like what you did, scoring the goal without hitting the goal. So we're working on passing, and not only passing, but precision passing.
Gotcha.
Right? Zaven, could you help me, Zaven?
Okay, let me start.
Could you help me?
Guys.
Could you pass the ball into the goal for me? Right, so that's it. Zaven, most of the time our players, what we ask our players to do is that we want to hit, move what side, Zaven? We want the ball to hit on the inside, on this side.
Okay.
Yes, so that's away from the goalkeeper. So it's a transition process. So for example, these are some of the techniques that are taught at the academy, and we hope people in Belmopan and surrounded would come out and join us starting Monday.
Nice. Let me throw it back to Sabrina real quick.
All right, Isani, you got potential. I'll give you that. Well, that does it for this conversation. We will be taking another quick break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we will be joined by Loreto Pelayo, and he's going to be talking about his latest jazz concert.